Yo, 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 yo. What's fucking going on, y'all? Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Welcome, guys. It's been months since I've done one of these, but welcome back to another version of Why You Bullspittin', Volume 31, Saturday Night Booze Hound Edition. This one's going to be heavily alcohol focused. It is what it is. You dig? What's going on, gang? What's happening, my party people? How y'all doing there? Who we got in there today? We got God to Be Seen, Leo Messi, Nighthawk, Neo Blitz, Madison, Zodiac Nemico. What's going on, y'all? What up, Sticky? What up, Brother Fish? What's good? I want to see if we have a turnout. I can't think of the last time I did a bull spin that night. I don't actually. I might not have ever done a bull spin that night. So it'd be interesting to see who can turn out today. But I weren't too late today, about a minute or two, you know. But yeah, man. The basis of today's discussion is basically kick it, man. Kick it with my subs, kick it with my viewers, kick it with my peoples. Y'all already know the game. Little prototype nation, we in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, bro. And I'm also I don't have a big outlet, so I'm letting my computer charge. There'll be more light later, so I don't want to hear any shadow jokes or how I'm going back to my roots. All right. But without further ado, let's get it started, and then we'll get to talking. I got some people that said they want to pull up. I know this man Toddy had a very, very interesting topic, but we will see if he's gonna present it. You know. Cheers. Cheers, love. You know what time it is? Oh man. Well, yeah. I wasn't gonna be too. How long will this stream be? I don't know. I will leave it up, and yeah, that's fine, fish. That's super fine with me. In lieu of the last chapter, of course we can bring about One Piece. I'm not gonna restrict One Piece talk. That is not my main concern, so to speak. Um, I feel like I feel like every channel's talked about it so far, except for mine. So I'm gonna bring it up. So we can start off with this, right? We can start off with this. Got to be seen. You want a link, brother? I'll start you off. I'll start you off. Till 5 a.m. Y'all got me fucked up. What kind of stream you think it is? Oh my God. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I think air frying is the new microwaving. I think air frying is the new way of being in your face about being vegan. How everybody's in your face about how vegan they are. He's in your face. People are in your face about how they have air fryers. That's what air frying is like. People are in your face about how much they have an air fryer. I'm like, okay, okay. Oh, we got two Ragins in the chat. Tesla Ragin and Ragin Unite. What up? What up, Vandal Cabbage? Talk about JJK. I might, but I don't want anybody to be spoiled. I'm pretty sure I've got some anime onlys around here. I don't want anybody to be spoiled. I did not call you a vegan, Madison. Wait, hold on. Hold on, girl. Hold on. I didn't call you a vegan. Slow your roll, slow your roll. Don't get hostile on me now, shorty. I came here to sing some songs. I just came here so I don't get fined, Madison. All right? Don't go ahead and get mad at me now. All right? What up, Muffin Master? I go by Tesla anyway. I don't know, Ragin. Listen, Tesla's got the wrench. Tesla's been around for a while. Thank you, Vandal Cabbage. I appreciate it. I wanted to show off the shirt a little bit. I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't even gonna cap to you. So before I really get into the meat and potatoes of discussion, I'm gonna let people know we're live. Gonna get the discussion out there. Gonna send out some links, and then we can really get into it. If that's cool with y'all. If y'all dig, I dig. You dig? Let's see. Live. What the fuck? No. What they say now. What they say now. What they say now. What they say now. Tell me what they gonna say now. What they 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 know and over now. Oh man, hey, listen. Rage and Unite, man. The more you come around here, this is kind of my energy all the time. It's kind of how I get down. It's kind of how I get down, bro. Playboy. What they say now. The B clan of Mugiwara Matt are vegan. Thank you, Muffin. Nigga said certified weed drip. Come on, man. I didn't even get it off a weed site. I got it off a normal site. What they say now. What they say now. What they say now. Tell me what they gonna say now. What they say now. Gotta be seen. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Shit, man, it was good,
I'm gonna
man.
beat
Why
your
you got a
ass.
problem?
I ain't even sent out a single link yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I could have sworn. Oh
Nigga,
shit,
that's the
I
link
must
you
have
had
seen
from
the old.
last time.
My bad, bro. I thought you said you would send me a link. Now I got them. I look back in there and I seen. I look at the date. Damn, bro. Hey, I'm high, bro. My bad.
You good, brother. You good, my
Oh
brother.
no, bro. I was out today and I caught the badass piece of One Piece art, man. I posted it in the Discord. I don't know if you seen
Piece
it,
of
man.
art? No, I haven't. I just went in Discord. Hold up. Oh, that's a table?
No, bro. It's a handmade like little wood thing that like a plaque that go on the wall.
That's clean.
Oh,
Uh,
bro, like they had one up there though. It was like the full on fucking cast of Naruto, bro. Like Kakashi, all that shit, bro. It was clean as fuck.
did you how much you cop it for?
$25, bro.
Really?
Hey, this dude does them. Like he was out there like at a little booth or whatever at the little flea market. I got dragged up there with my pops and my dad, man.
Hey man, don't say dragged out there, man. They gave you a good fine. Fuck.
Well, I say drag because like these motherfuckers like the ass cracking dog, bro. But it was fun. I actually got me a custom made belt and that little plaque, so I caught me something good, man.
Yeah, man, that's super clean.
It was kind of
See, bro,
wild
I
though.
don't know
Like
why seeing shit like that be making me niggas want to get a One Piece tattoo. I ain't gonna cap.
I thought about it, bro. I seen that little. You seen the Gear Third tattoo that dude did? It's like Luffy on the wrist, but the hand looks like the Gear Third.
No, I didn't. I ain't never peeped that. No.
Hey, bro, I was like one of the cleanest like
Oh
Luffy tats
wow,
I
that
seen.
is creative. I haven't seen it, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about like what it would look like. That's creative. That's creative as a
I
bitch.
don't know. I still think like that little sun pirate tattoo, man. I still want to get the little sun pirate tattoo just because of what that shit represents, bro.
That would be clean. That'd be real clean. Them exonerate themselves from the celestial dragons.
Yeah, bro. And like that whole like burning away the past and like shining into a new future, all kind of deep shit with that, man. Like
Yeah, and
people
I can fuck with
don't
that.
know like the weight that actually carries, like the people that carry that symbol on them, man.
Yeah, I can dig
'Cause,
that.
like you stop and think, like they branded themselves along with the like the escaped slaves, just so you couldn't tell
Just
who
so
the
they could like
escaped.
be
Like,
in, so they could find solidarity.
right, and like the brotherhood and the fellowship behind that, bro. Like that's some deep shit, bro.
That's clean.
That's what I was harping on last time when we were talking about like One Piece. When I talk about like depth in writing, bro, like why I keep coming back to that shit.
Mm-hmm. We
Like,
were having a really good conversation. I hate that I had to cut it short.
oh, you
Um,
good, bro? How was the game though, man? Did you
the
get
game
some
was
good
cracking,
seats?
man. Man, we walked right in that bitch. They hit 2 home runs. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker lit up.
Oh shit! Hey, was they giving out free beer with every home run?
They was not though. They was not. The motherfucker was still $12 a piece.
Hey, bro, it's a Brewers game, bro. They should be giving you the brewskis for the free.
I would have liked that, man, but no, them niggas were charging full price.
Let me get it.
It's full price. They was not going.
Oh, bro, that reminds me of like you ever seen that
Oh,
little video of how
these
they
niggas in the chat ribbing. Go ahead.
you ever seen how they do that little shit with the seats at the little stadiums? How they bring them back with like the blowtorch and shit.
Yes, I
That was
have.
the wildest shit I ever seen in
That's
my
actually
life. The
really
first
cool.
time I seen it, I was like, y'all fucking capping, bro. This shit gotta be like a fake video. Ain't no way these motherfuckers walk around with a blowtorch in the stadium.
It might not be. It might not be fake, bro.
Hey, I'm be real with you. I thought about it because I have seen them do something very similar to like playground equipment.
Mm. Yeah, correct.
But they use like the little hand torch, like propane tank with the little torch on the thing. Like I seen
Mm-hmm.
them do it like with like the swing seats and like slides and shit like that.
Correct, bro. And I'm fucking it, I lost my whole train of thought. These niggas. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted because these niggas.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to read the chat
These,
too,
these
man.
niggas. This nigga said I look like Admiral Green Tea, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, GB, bro.
No, bro, you Admiral Black Bull. You better tell him get it right.
Black Bull. We Black Bulls in here. Let's see.
Hey, bro, I'm still salty though, bro. I looked everywhere where that little Luffy plat was, and I didn't see one Nami or Robin. I felt like a little bit.
That's okay,
I'm
bro. We
still a
got
little
we got our
salty.
Pirate King, my guy. It's fine.
Hey, that's what I said. And he's flexing with the fist on, like, come get some. Like, hey, bro, I just
Mm-hmm.
don't know why, but I was walking, right? And that was the only thing I seen out the corner of my eye on that little booth was Luffy, like, at the top of that bitch. I was like, that's mine. I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah. Let
that.
me get
That's,
that. Let me get that real quick. Let me get that real quick.
like, all I said was, hey, bro, how much is that? He said, 25, bro. I was already digging in my pocket.
Yeah, nigga said run it. Nigga said run it. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
but
So
I'm hoping you
go
find
ahead.
you a good find. You find anything good on the nets or the webs? Anything good for the collection?
Man, not really. Besides, I mean, the only thing I found on that One Piece wise, my girl got me that Luffy Funko Pop. If you look at the screen, I'm holding up a Luffy and on the whole Straw Hat Crew and Dressrosa T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Check it out. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is my shit right here. They got Luffy with the when he got that pineapple shirt on or sunflower shirt. I mean,
Oh yeah, hey, bro, that shit kind of makes me remember that Thousand Sunny reference, bro. Like it's a beautiful sunflower.
it's a beautiful sunflower. He said, no, it's sunny.
Hey, but don't that kind of also like foreshadow with the little T-shirt that Nami was wearing when she was a kid?
Yeah, the low line. Yeah.
Yeah, the line, like the
Well,
flower turned into
you
a
just
line.
saw it.
Yeah,
You just saw it in the last cover page.
yeah. Oh yeah, we did, bro. Damn, I would
Yeah,
be throwing some references on your head.
yeah, clean, right?
Yeah.
Super
I'm
clean.
still tripping about the little pineapple houses over there in Zoe, bro. Like I'm feeling like there's got to be some kind of connection to like Marco's pineapple head. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, bro. And you know the one of the funniest scenes is like in Punk Hazard when Luke they telling Luffy about Marco and she's like Luffy's like I don't remember who that is and she's like the pineapple head. He's just oh.
He looks like a pineapple. Oh yeah, I know who you talking about that nigga.
He knew off rip after that.
Hey, but what tripped me out though is like
Oh,
during the
GB
whole
already.
war,
GB, we
bro.
just hold on, God. GB
Oh,
on his
shit.
bullshit early. So before I continue, GB, my man's GB, big homie GB, um, one of the leaders of the Worst Generation podcast. Also, GB does Anime After Dark CH. So if y'all see me on Twitter always posting that hashtag Anime After Dark CH, that's GB shit. They be running it up late at night and they be getting lit and having a good ass time every Wednesday night. It's a treasure. It's really something you don't find in the community often. It's really, really fucking fun.
I'm gonna go check
And
it
shout
out,
out to
bro.
my nigga GB. He just donated $10 said for the drink. My nigga. I
Word,
know you
bro.
can't. I know you can't drink. Got to be seen. So go ahead and get some of that smoke.
Hey, bro, while you bullshitting, I'm about to hit a granny, so I'm gonna mute my shit, bro. You don't hear me dying in the goddamn background.
Do your thing, Playboy. Hold on. I'm just getting tired of your link because he crying. There we go. Yeah, God, you here or you gone?
No, I'm still here, bro. I'm still here.
Yeah, bro. I don't think Toddy realized that it's the same link every time.
That I kind of noticed that after like the second time I fucked up and like did that shit, because this is like the second time I have done this shit. Let me mute this shit for a
Oh,
second,
hold
bro.
on, no. Niggas better not be calling me. Don't be calling me thick now, my nigga. Yeah, I did put on a little bit. I gained a little bit of weight. I would say about
Say
10, 15
swole,
pounds.
bro. Swole, not
About
thick.
10,
What?
15 pounds. I don't know about calling a nigga thick, bro. That's wild. Nighthawk, I'm 6'5", my guy. What up, loner? Have no fear. What's up, Chief? Mm. That's for the drink, GB. Sasuke, niggas don't post up, nigga. I'm a guard. I'm on the outside. I'm on the 3-point line. I'm at your nearest 3-point line giving niggas buckets. What the fuck? Bop, bop, all day long. Oh, hey, what up? Hey, my nigga Jay Wolf. You know Jay Wolf. You know Jay Wolf. Shout out to Anime After Dark, man. Hey, yeah, Tristan in chat. Tristan started pulling up the Anime After Dark, man. It's been lit. Like I said, they got something special going on over there in the community, man. Ironland said, I'm ready for the Jack slander. Nigga, I was born for Jack slander. Jack is a fucking clown, my guy. My guy. Nigga's a clown. Jack weak as a bitch.
My bad, bro. I'm hitting some back to back.
You good? Hey, do your thing. Ah, shit. What up, nigga?
Oh shit. Hello?
Yup.
What's up, sorry?
What's up? Who's in here?
There's me and God to be seen right
God to
now.
be seen. God to be seen.
Yo,
Virgo, I want you to know.
big news, let's go!
What are we let's going for?
Big news said I just found out I'm finna have a girl. Let's fucking go, my nigga.
Oh,
Congrats,
congratulations,
bro.
man.
Congrats.
That's huge.
I'm proud of you, my nigga. You like bitches.
And you did it the right way, nigga. You didn't get a bitch pregnant when you were 16 in high school. You actually waited till you were a grown man.
For real. That's fire. That's
Hey,
fucking fire.
proud of you, man. You handling your
Hey,
shit.
Honestly,
those of y'all that be
About
around the chat, I know y'all know my nigga Big News. My nigga Big News finna be popping news. Popping news.
I think this is gonna sound cheesy, but I honestly think News is like a great example for young black men.
He
Like,
is.
that nigga just got his life together. He has a wife, family man,
Military.
having a baby when he's ready. That nigga's on his ship.
Good dude, man. College got a degree, man. He did things right.
Right.
damn right, bro. Like, I'm proud of like people that get their shit together and set an example for the rest of them. Like, hey, this is how we get our society back on track, being grown.
Facts. Being grown.
I mean, I know he has like a mental condition that makes him think that one is the best dark ever, but outside of that, man, that nigga's just awesome.
We
Why
all
are you
have
so
our
trash?
hangups.
Where is everybody? And God to
I,
be seen. Why do you stay in the Hangouts call all week long?
Toddy,
You
shut
know
up.
this nigga ain't left the Hangout call since the last review.
Get this nigga
Virgo.
out of here.
Hey, bro, no, I was just too high to figure out how to end the call, bro. That's all it was.
No, hey
Right.
Toddy. I
Check your
just now
closet.
started sending out the links. This nigga got to be seen. This is how high this nigga was, because I hadn't even sent the link out yet. This nigga was so high, I saw the link from last time and thought I had sent it again.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I smoked a whole gram of dab yesterday for the first time ever smoking dab, and I did a whole gram, like straight monster riffs. And that shit fucked my head up a little bit. So I'm still like a little buzzy.
There's two reasons to do drugs and alcohol. The first one is to have a good time, and the second one is to be a junkie. And if you're ever doing dab, you're the latter. No one does dab to have a good time.
Come on, Toddy.
It's too strong, nigga. It's like a Xanax.
Bro,
it's not like a Xanax.
I'm gonna be God honest on this. Back in the day, I used to sell dope to junkies and fiends, and I know what the fuck a hot reel is. If y'all don't, and this shit look similar to how these motherfuckers be doing meth to me. And I'm very, very cautious around it because it looks and feels like the same kind of fucking shit. It's some liquid that they rolling around in glass, and I don't trust that shit.
If you have to buy a $70 rig to get high, then the drug is probably too strong, nigga.
What are you niggas talking about?
This shit is
dab.
Way beyond
this nigga talking about dabs, Trent.
Okay, I mean, I caught the gist of it. I mean, I disagree, but like I can only kind of agree because I don't like to do dabs myself. Just because I do feel like I just feel like it's strong as far as like just the smoke inhalation. I just am not a fan of coughing.
Fair enough.
I'm not a fan of coughing. I've never heard that sentence ever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of being like, your shit is just in pain. You know what I'm saying? Like
much you can catch your breath and shit. Yeah.
Right. So if I'm smoking to like unwind and chill type shit. I ain't smoking to like fucking be in some like X Games. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking.
I got a question because every one of us has smoked weed before. I got a weird relationship with weed, and I want to know if anyone in chat too has ever experienced this. Have you ever got high? Have you ever got high and then been around a bunch of people and just got paranoid than a motherfucker?
Oh yeah.
Like super uncomfortable being around people.
No, because I'm a man.
Are you always super uncomfortable?
No, because I'm a man.
Toddy, are you always super uncomfortable at one time?
I have borderline personality disorder, so there's like a little level of discomfort there. But when I'm on high, it's like I'm hyper aware of everyone around me, and I'm like, I'll talk and I'll think I'll say something stupid, and then I'll focus 5 minutes on the last thing I said, and it's just a mess. I like to get high and be alone.
Same. Oh yeah. I don't mind operating in a full capacity, but I got to bet in whatever.
Right. If I'm getting high, I want no responsibility whatsoever. No social responsibility, no financial responsibility, no nothing.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do shit. Like when I'm stoned, I just want to sit back and chill, like maybe watch some TV or play some video game or something. But I just want to enjoy my buzz. I do not want to go hiking. I don't want to go fucking like swimming out in the lake or whatever. I don't want to go hiking. That's a fucking fact, though. I get it.
Probably ain't going hiking, but
white folks want to go hiking all the time.
Hey, bro, on God, bro, I've smoked with white people maybe like 2 times in my life, and white people like to do shit when they get high.
See nature.
They do.
Like it, I had nothing against them because they are the most adventurous people on the planet. Nobody else is jumping out of planes, swimming with sharks. So, hey, bro, name another race.
Hey, he's right, nigga. They adventured all the way. Hey, he's right. They adventured all the way to Africa and brought us through the Triangle Passage. Agreed.
No,
hold on. That's a misconception.
The Dutch then sold us to the.
I love how niggas like to pretend that other niggas didn't sell. What? Oh my God!
Other niggas sold niggas,
bro.
Other niggas sold us.
Yeah,
hey, Toddy, you're right.
Bro, like when they be wearing that Kenta club, bro,
I took Africology. Oh my bad. I took Africology.
You what?
I took Africology, and yes, they sold
other niggas. The Kenta tribe.
Other niggas sold other niggas for weapons to gain supremacy.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
But
And also, I love how black.
But they were able to get those weapons because those white people adventured over there.
Oh, bro, you're just trying to find a reason to blame white people. Oh, they were able to get them because the weather. And
well, them Negroes weren't going to make those weapons. I'll tell you that much.
Wasn't.
If they had the technology, I'm sure they would have, because African tribes have been warned since the dawn of man.
Well, that's crazy. Them niggas. Them niggas sure didn't dawn on smoke powder.
But niggas need to get with the fact that we don't have a monopoly. We as black people don't have a monopoly on slavery. In fact, I think there's only like one or two cultures that have never had slavery in their past before. But
what are those half breeds like yourself? I'm kidding, Toddy.
I think it was not the Jews. No, the Jews were definitely slaves. I can't remember. There's two.
They were slaves and owned slaves.
But everybody used to be a slave at one point, and we need to get over that shit.
I wasn't a slave.
I sure wasn't either.
I'm a slave.
I don't think most
I'm a slave to
people's
these streets.
with necessarily slavery per se, or the history, I guess.
Hey Trent, I don't want to hear it from you, bro. You
well, right now, Trent, you sound like a slave to AT&T's internet connection.
Yo,
everybody talk shit about what happened to
yo, Toddy wrong.
That was. I ain't gonna act like that wasn't funny as fuck though.
They got you in the chains right now.
Hey, Trent. But real talk, bro. I don't think you're allowed to speak on this matter. I ain't gonna cap to you.
I can, nigga, even if I do got a mixed baby. So fuck you.
No, Trent, I'm not talking about that.
Damn, I didn't even
Trent,
know
I'm
that.
talking about how you said how much you would get paid to pick cotton.
I say that? I don't think I said that.
I will tell you exactly how much you will get paid to pick cotton because my grandfather did it as an after-school job.
It was you and Jay.
Oh, you know,
I think $25 an hour is fair.
No,
Toddy.
No
with
cap,
benefits.
Bro. My grandfather used to do it for 5 cents a fucking hour, with a burlap sack and everything. It was like his after-school job, bro.
Toddy, why
for the cotton mills, bro? Y'all don't understand.
God to be seen. Stop pretending like you came out of time machine, nigga. Your grandpa was not making
real.
5 cents an hour.
Legit. That was what my grandfather's after-school job was. Like his first after-school
Which grandfather, nigga? The great or the great?
No, they picked it for the cotton mills around here, bro. But the cotton mills back in the day, they still paid you to hand pick the cotton from the fields with the burlap sack, and motherfuckers was one generation out from sharecropping. They out there fucking picking cotton from fucking textile mills. That shit was real,
that
bro.
Makes sense, Toddy.
People don't understand that shit.
Hold on, Virgo, and God to be seen. I am on Indeed.com right now, and there is a post from 1814 for cotton picking at 5 cents an hour.
Nigga, why? Wait.
Legit what my grandfather
why would
was
you go on
paid,
Indeed?
In 19.
Why would I go on Indeed? Because I got to get the price.
Nigga, you should have went on colonizers.org.
.org is a nonprofit.
Hey, they don't have to make a profit. They already profited off everybody else.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I wish niggas would get over this.
I really do think the better question is how much would Shaq have been sold for as a slave?
Oh, that nigga would have been a pretty penny, boy.
Yeah, especially in the Mandingo fight era.
Honestly, I would think that you would want more of an Israel Adesanya than a Shaq as a slave.
Yo,
because think about it, a heavy slave, it costs more to feed. He's scary and a risk, and he's slow.
He's picking up more cotton, and he's also satisfying the wife.
Right, I was gonna say, hold on. He might not be in the field like that because he might be your prize. He might not even be in the field like that because he might be your prize fighter.
Is that what the slave masters, as they're going to the slave shows and shit, they're checking out the dick?
Absolutely.
Look a white woman, sir.
Well, I mean, a majority of them were.
That's a good 9 inches right there.
Okay, all right. Before we go back to talk about slave dick.
Hey, hold on, I got a question, y'all. Don't y'all feel welcome back. The white slaves that was thrown up there, though, the skinny.
Well, got to be seen. Hold on. We got to celebrate my nigga Big News real fast, bro.
Oh, thanks, bro. I can't do a shot, man, but I'll toast a little bit of cola, man.
The ideal black man has stepped into the room, boys.
Big news, Toddy. Big news. Toddy called you the epitome of black excellence.
What you mean?
I did.
He said you did everything right in life.
I feel like you are.
He said that's a fact.
I just feel like you're a good example to black men.
Talk to him, Toddy. See, this is why I fuck with you, man.
Mm-hmm. And you're honestly, you're really close to evolving into a light skin, and I just hope that you just continue this journey.
I'm brown. Well, I told you, it's Team Brown Skin out here, bro.
Big
There-
news.
there-
Okay, I don't know where you're going with that, but
I'll tell you where I'm going. All right. For people who don't know black people, right? There's 3 evolutions of black people.
oh my
There-
god,
or 3 categories. You got the piss color Chris Brown type. Right?
piss color.
That.
What? Represent?
All right. Then you got the dark
Did you
skin
hear what he just said
Tyrese.
about you?
That's me. Let's go.
All right. And then you got the Trey Songz. That's the brown skins.
Oh my god.
That's the 3 categories.
Oh.
And I'm not
What
brown
about them
skin.
reddish, all colored ones?
The all what?
The reddish ones. The reddish ones.
The red? What are you talking about? The piss color?
What's that
Are you
bunch of
talking about
Indian
Bro,
white
stop
people with
saying
red
piss color, bro.
The ones that look like pit bulls?
No, the nigga didn't say
Yeah, pretty
Redskins.
bad.
I know he didn't say the Redskins.
Hey, I am one of the bro. I am Cherokee.
No,
bro,
you
the
are a
child.
white man, God to be seen. The jig is up. We saw you.
Bro,
We
I'm
saw
telling
the
you, like
whiteness.
God to
I
be
am
seen as a
3
black
quarters
man.
white, but the rest of me is technically it's freed runaway slave and Cherokee tribe, man. I know my actual like roots. I got paperwork on
Wait, did
shit.
you say
And
runaway
the
slave was
white
an
folk that I
ethnicity?
come from, they came over on paperwork like they were slaves too. So like I don't technically classify as regular white people. I wish I did. I get all them good benefits that I never was like privileged to have.
Oh my God, I ain't trying to hear this. Anyway,
I
Big-
got up in the fucking hood and I ain't know no fucking white folk until I was like legit in my like maybe early teens when I went off into the
Well-
military and started dealing with them.
well,
And it was
take
a-
a ride around the hood nowadays. It looks like a Bath and Body nigga. There's plenty of white people out here, but big
So,
news.
bro.
But big news. What shade is your baby mama?
She white.
Oh, you about to have a
Wait,
perfect
I thought you
kid.
knew that already, Toddy.
Congratulations.
Let's go, cuz. Snow Bunny Hunter.
I had no idea.
Snow bunny hunters.
So does that
I love
mean
how I'm always the only. Hold on, I'm
Assume-
always the only nigga defending white people in Virgo streams,
That
and
is
yet
not true.
every nigga dates white women.
Toddy,
in this
Toddy,
stream.
my girlfriend is white, you stupid bastard.
I know
Wait,
she
I defend
is.
white people from time to time.
My girlfriend's black.
I mean, I
Leave,
kick him,
nigga.
kick him, Virgo. Get him out. He don't belong here.
Oh God, nigga, you in unwelcome territory.
Right.
Oh, Virgo.
We out here making karma. We're trying to get the swirl going. If you ain't with the swirl, you got to
Hey,
go.
nigga, I just stuttered. I'm not drunk. I just got started.
Y'all can have y'all's preferences.
I will be drunk, but I just got started, nigga. Stop.
Virgo, do you have any,
welcome? Oh, Virgo drinking.
Big news. Shut up, nigga. Hey, are you drinking tonight?
Nah, I gotta wait for tomorrow. You know my Rangers play tomorrow, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Big news is
I'm on a
You
little
still
cab,
care about the
Virgo.
weak ass Raiders, nigga?
Week? No, hey, 2-0, baby. You know what's going on over
Y'all
here.
niggas are losing tomorrow.
Raise your hand if your NFL team undefeated. I'll raise mine.
This
All
nigga's a bitch, bro. This nigga's a straight up hoe, dog.
Hey, but at least y'all got Justin Fields playing now.
Yeah. I'm happy as a bitch.
I don't understand any of this football talk.
You don't understand football? You so feminine, nigga.
Oh yeah,
I'm missing out on a UFC event right now to talk to you.
On a UFC event.
I'm gonna have to head in before my girlfriend.
Oh shit! I almost on my Twitter DMs.
But
Wait,
Virgo, did you have any topics you wanted to talk for the spit?
I have one topic. If you give me 2 minutes, I'm actually gonna let you have the floor for it.
Oh,
And
okay.
you know what topic I'm talking about too.
Right, the penis. I got you.
What?
I can talk about that all day long.
This nigga gay, bro.
The what?
Like no
I mean,
bullshit.
he
Like,
wants to
there's
talk
nothing
about
wrong
like,
with being gay, but like stop.
let's be real, man. Toddy about to spend 20 minutes talking about baby wipes.
Oh God, bro, Toddy, like I don't like. Why do you love your dick so much?
It's like a little inside joke. It's like a little
It's not.
Easter egg.
It's not a funny joke.
That's a nigga said an Easter
So
egg.
it's such inside, so
Wait,
you
this
call
nigga's
it
an
an
Easter
inside joke.
egg.
Yeah, people are waiting for it. When's he going to mention his huge black penis? When's he going to do it?
I don't.
Hold on,
I don't think
People,
they're waiting
we
for
got
it.
people on DraftKings making
Toddy.
bets on when I mention.
I don't think they're waiting for it with such fervor.
They're taking bets on DraftKings for it. Look, somebody said it was coming at 45-43. We'll see if he wins the jackpot. No, but I know what you want to talk about.
Yeah. What this nigga Knox?
Hey, I don't know
give me
who the
2
snake is, bro.
This nigga
But
Steve-O, I sent
that was
Steve-O
a
the link.
little
This nigga
too
said,
on the head, bro.
This nigga said I'm at work, Daddy. Steve-O, come
You
on.
are really gonna take
That
a
nigga
chance with
wild.
Steve-O after last time. You are the most forgiving
Always.
nigga I have ever met.
What did he do last time?
Do you
He
not the ghetto
he
Was
put
it
referee?
the
he
porn
had
thing?
porn on
Was it?
on
Oh yeah,
WWE.
The nigga had the double
I remember that.
penetration joint?
Damn, the DP joint.
The DP joint.
He had it right behind his head full screen, which was kind of odd.
And that's
I
low.
swear.
It's low key Silver's and Sierra's fault for finding out that niggas could put backgrounds.
Man,
It was
I
Silver's
swear,
fault for telling everybody how to do it, bro. Let's be real. And he is not ashamed. He is proud of it.
Virgo is so forgiving that you could knock his girl up and he would invite you to their wedding.
I mean, yeah,
That's how
bro.
forgiving this
Only
nigga is.
as long as you
Yeah,
put it
but
down, man.
You got, hey, that's free money for the
Virgo.
rest of the kid's time that he's stuck in that house. That's child support that he ain't got to pay.
I think honestly that I would be able to gain custody over whatever girl that I slept with. I think I got an advantage to actually get custody.
Someone said put
This nigga light. This nigga is
This nigga light.
this nigga light Yagami.
That's just wild as fuck, bro.
This,
All right.
this
Y'all,
nigga
hey, all
child
right.
custody
So
like Yagami.
we're about 30 minutes into the stream, guys. I wanted to wait till people got here, and we got some people in here to get to the nitty gritty. This is going to be a really good conversation. I'm excited that Toddy brought this topic up. Toddy, you have the floor, Playboy.
Okay, so the girth is like magnificent.
No!
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, bro, that was so on point. It was uncanny.
Like, what the
So
fuck?
I was talking to Virgo about a friend of mine, and he has been dating this girl for about 3 weeks, and he's talking about how madly in love he is with her. He's a really young dude, and you know when you're young, you be falling head over heels for girls you don't need to be with. But the thing about her is that she has 3 kids, and so we're all trying to convince him to get out of that relationship, but he's head over heels, and he's starting to get attached to the kids, and we think that he's setting himself up for some heartache or some pain of some kind of sort. And we were wondering, we wanted to bring this to the niggas. How do you guys feel about dating a woman, a single mother?
I got this one. First question: how many baby daddies?
Ooh, that's a good ass question.
I think she actually has all the kids with one baby daddy.
Oh, that's not that bad then. That's not that bad.
Okay.
But how old is your nigga?
He's only like 22.
Nah, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna go on this because my sister is actually in a relationship very similar. She had a rough patch with the first relationship she was in, ended up with 3 children from the shit. She is now with a dude that got with her with them 3 children, and like the 2 oldest is roughly like middle school, entering high school age. So he really stepped in at a late stage, and they still like tended to work it out. And it's been almost a year now. So I think it goes on like the structure of the household you stepping into and how they view you when you come into that household more than anything, bro.
So you're more
the family as a whole, like how the kids and the mom like welcome you into the scene, and how they basically what your role is in the family says a lot on how you're going to interact with that family. If you come in as just mom's like boyfriend, that's how you gonna be, mom's boyfriend, no matter how much the relationship builds, bro. That's just how they gonna know you, because for kids, first impressions mean a lot about it, shit.
But being that young in such a serious relationship and dealing with kids, you cut yourself out of so much stuff that you can experience at a young age. And it's just like, you can't do that now. You're dealing with kids. I don't know. I just feel like it's different for some people.
It is.
But yeah, at a younger age, I can say that, yeah.
But got to be seen.
I will go with that one.
Got to be seen. Like, so you're saying basically it all depends on the respect factor?
I wouldn't say, it's not so much respect as acknowledgement. Like, do they acknowledge that you are part of this? Like, or are you just part of what they moms got going on? Or so like they gonna be rebellious.
Are you just the next nigga?
Yeah, are you just the next? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you establish yourself as like, okay, I'm here to stay. I'm here to be here for you. I'm here to be supportive. I'm not somebody that's just like hitting your moms and running. You feel me? it's all on how you're perceived and how you're taken. Like when you come through that door, is you welcome as somebody who's coming over to chill, or is you just somebody coming over to chill with moms? And that's a whole different like levels of relationship when it comes to dealing with it. If he's like saying he's gonna step in, be dad, raise the kids, be with mom, and do the whole family thing, maybe and pop out a kid with her, all right, more power to you, but understand the commitment that comes with that. Like you're literally cutting everything off and settling and saying, okay, it's pre-started. I can come into a pre-start and work with it. Like there's a lot to that. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like you got to be prepared to what comes along with it, not just in it just because you like the girl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What word? I can dig that. Also, real quick, $20 donation from the big homie Lothar. He said, "How everyone doing tonight?" You know what? I will drink to that. This bottle's empty. Good thing I got another one that's bigger. All right, so now we back in it. Take a shot real quick, my niggas. Cheers, Lothar.
Hey, bro, more power to y'all, man. I'll sip my cola.
Right back in it. Right back to it.
I'm gonna bring some
I
fresh
want to say
sober
real
air.
quick, my philosophy on it is never raise another man's nut.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
You want to expound on it?
Nut. Do not go into that situation because one, there's no biological attachment, right? So it'll be hard for them to like have the same like. I feel like physically they literally can't have the same feelings towards you. They just can't.
Okay, so you saying don't adopt?
Oh, you gonna send me down the road?
I'm being real with you, bro. Somebody's got to be the dad for that kid.
No, they don't. I think we're examples that you don't.
You're gonna send me down a road.
But I'm saying, so we just gonna leave it up to the system?
I'm gonna keep it like this. It just ain't for me.
I'll dig on that one. I can get where you're coming from on it, but I don't think to say in general don't do it. I'm just saying like be cautious.
That's my opinion, Playboy.
I feel you. I respect it, bro. Because I'm
none of us can speak for anyone else,
bro. Because I'm like this. It should be up to the dad or the person that created that child to step in and do that stuff. And even if you're in the household with that kid, like if something pop off, you should be able to like call their dad and like let their dad handle that situation. Like you should be.
But God,
you know what I mean?
If it's a single mother, the chances are the dad's not going to be.
But God to be seen. Who are you to stop him from becoming an NBA superstar? How dare you? How dare you impede his progress?
I do notice this, bro. It's always I want to thank moms. It's never I want to thank dad.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
I am low key the perfect person to talk about this with.
Trent, have at it, bro.
I low key kind of want to rewind on everybody's takes on it originally though, but I did hear some good takes. But I will say for my specific scenario in general, and I mind you, I'm a little bit older, so like at 22, I believe you said your friend was 22, right?
Trent, we're all around the same age, by the way.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. I'm just saying that like in versus 22.
Go ahead.
God to be seen, except God to be seen according to his grandpa's age. God to be seen is currently 176 years old.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about in currents to 22.
I'm from the deep south, Toddy, like the real deep south.
I got you. Go ahead, Trent.
So if you're 22, I don't think you should be concerning yourself with, especially 3. 3 is a lot. And I don't know the baby daddy situation, but my specific situation, the mother of my kid had one coming in, or had like one already whenever I was coming in, basically.
Okay, I thought you said coming in. My fault, my nigga. You gotta watch. She had a bun in the oven.
No, yeah. I had to refill.
Hold on, Trap. Go ahead.
But yeah, no, and he's actually, basically not. He's probably seen her like a total of like maybe 3 or 4 times. She's like 9 now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just kind of how it went. And mind you, I would also say that I'm not married or anything like that, but I wasn't necessarily ready to have a kid when I had one. You know what I'm saying? So I think at 22, you need to be focused on yourself, because even picking up an extra one automatically was kind of like, I mean, it is what it was. It was what it was, but I just feel like 3 would just be too much if you were actually trying to take it seriously. You know what I'm
So
saying?
correct me if I'm misunderstanding, but you
Mhm.
went into this relationship also having a child as well.
No,
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
no. She had a kid. We got together, had a kid, and I had another kid after.
Are you
But
still with her?
I was gonna say at this point right now, no. But all three are sitting right in the crib right now. They all 3 in the room. You know what I'm saying? I still don't treat the other one no different because it's like, how am I gonna stop? How am I going to main pops is still obviously not in the picture, so it's like, how am I gonna come pick up my own and leave her sister there? You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
For sure.
So
I respect that. I really do
um,
respect that.
and
Hey,
again,
that
You
she
know
shit
what?
don't
That
know.
don't
that
make
right there is clean. That right there is
She don't
clean.
know no
Well, how
different.
is the relationship with the mother now? Your
Um,
relationship.
Damn,
I
nigga.
mean, we went more through just more
We
relationshipy
talking, bro.
type
We
shit.
homies. We
You know what I'm
talking.
saying? I don't know give no fuck about speaking on. We went through more like relationshipy type shit, but like as far as how it is with the kids type shit, like you know, she obviously like still respects the fact that like obviously I'm basically keeping that end up, but at the same time, she also really hasn't known much more than like me physically in the picture. Because I mean, when I came in, she was mind you, she was like 3'4", but she really hasn't had nobody consistent. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, so that makes it weirder. You know, don't get me wrong, it makes it even more of a fucking hassle when you're not in a good spot with the actual mother. But so that's why I would advise basically everybody to slow the fuck down until you actually like, especially on the kid end, until you get married. But no, as far as like how they are, my biggest thing is how are they going to grow up and like what type of mental like battles are they gonna have to go through? You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers have to go through some shit regardless. And so like I'm trying to minimize like my negative footprint. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
When it comes to like because then she could go into issues like basically dad issues of like going through basically striking out over 2 type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like. And like I said, then it would just be weird when you just have. Then I feel like that could cause a relationship with the sisters. You know what I'm saying? As far as like one getting treated one way, the other get treated the other way, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. I'm not gonna
it
show
ain't.
favoritism over just. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it ain't worth all of that. But yeah, go ahead. I probably have rambled on enough.
No, nigga, you
No,
was fucking spitting.
I
What the
got a
fuck?
yeah,
question.
man. Why you're at it, bro? What is your social security number?
Yo, chill out, Toddy.
Hey, nah, real shit, man. I got a serious question for y'all. Do y'all feel like
Don't switch
having?
the topic because I ain't gave my
No,
point of view.
I'm keeping it on topic. I'm saying, do you feel like with like the kids in the household and all that, do you think that having a strong male presence in the household changes like the
That
outcome of like
is
how
the
these kids
definition of changing the topic, nigga.
No, I'm saying
You're
like
about
these
to go
kids,
into
like
fatherhood.
we say they need a father and all that. Well, if nobody's stepping in and nobody's gonna be the father for these kids, if we like, all right, we're gonna avoid this fucking shit like the goddamn plague, who's gonna be the ones that do step in and raise those motherfucking kids, and what kind of shit are they gonna be teaching them?
I mean, life is hard though. So if they, I mean, honestly, so 80% of divorces are initiated by women. 90% are of college educated women are the ones that end their relationships. Women don't really try, and they won't. Women are the ones breaking off these relationships. So if you are a mother and you are breaking off the relationship with the father, then that is their fault for now being in a position to potentially harm this kid due to the absence of a father. I mean, there's plenty of research that shows what the absence of a father can do to a child's development. Like so a father is important, but it's not another man's responsibility to a single woman to pick up those responsibilities when it was the woman's decision to be a single mother in the first place. And of
Wait,
course, there's
run that back.
institutions
Run
in
that part
place.
back.
Well, hold
What,
on,
what, what do you mean by that last part?
it's like sins of the
So
father, though. How you gonna hold the kids accountable for the mistakes of the? Never mind. Never mind. Keep going. Say that again, mother.
Go
I
ahead,
mean, if you wanted to
run it.
start a Vegapunk clone factory and pump out fathers for all these single kids, that's fine, but you're never going to be able to solve the single mother crisis just by pairing up single men with single mothers. That's just, it's not our responsibility to be the fathers of all these of these fatherless kids. It's no one's responsibility. It should, and throughout the entire history of mankind, men have been marrying women, and the family unit has been tight. It's only in recent years where divorces are really popping off, and also we got technology and shit that makes it a lot more easier.
Right.
But,
let's not make huge generalizations.
honestly, the single motherhood thing is a recent phenomenon.
Yeah,
But this is
and
my
I
thing.
will say, like you said,
Go ahead,
bro. No, go ahead. You've been trying to speak.
I was gonna say, like, to address that, should we? I'm not saying it's your responsibility to come in and take care of something like another person's like mistake that they made or issues that they could not handle. But at the same time, we shouldn't discourage someone who is willing to take that risk to try and get something beneficial out of it. Is what I was saying.
And that's where I come into, right? Just the how I put this, the perspective of kids in general, right? The way it comes off is that's a bad thing, that's a negative thing. You don't know if she was doing the right thing, and then the dude just fucked up, and then she just got 3 kids. But then the way y'all come off is my homie messing with this girl. She got 3 kids. I don't know if we should get into that.
Yeah, if she got 3 kids
might not be
by
a
the
bad
same
person.
baby daddy. I get what you're saying about not
but-
being the same, not being a bad person. But as a 22-year-old person trying to get your shit together, like
That might not
That
be
is
the most
just-
optimal
I can
thing.
agree with
Yeah.
him.
But at the same time,
22
Trent,
years
I
old,
don't know
don't-
anything about this guy. All I know is
Yeah.
this Toddy homie.
Yeah, you're right.
Well-
Now, don't get me wrong. I do say, hey, if you like the motherfucker, like it's your life. Who the fuck am I to tell you what
I
to
know,
That's
I
a
will
very
say
young
this.
age, and it's 3 kids.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
just
but
like
it
you
is
said,
Well, let me give you
lot to
guys.
handle.
But hold on,
let
let
me
me
give
finish
you
my
guys
point.
my-
Let me finish my point because
Okay.
I am unbiased right now. When you put your point out, my shit might change. What I'm saying is, if he's just trying to date this girl, there's nothing wrong with dating this girl if she has 3 kids. If they're not living together, you can say what's up to the kids. You can do whatever. But just the fact that she got 3 kids is not enough to just be like, hey, that's a lot. You feel me?
Well, what do
Especially
you
if
mean
like
when you say dating? Then, like,
dating? You court her. You go on dates. You see what she is. You see if this is what you want to get into. But the fact that she just got 3 kids that shouldn't be a bad thing. Is what I'm saying.
okay,
Hey,
I
so,
can get down with supporting. I can get down with supporting.
so here's my perspective on the whole thing.
Go ahead, Toddy. I want to ride next off of this after you go.
I think we live in a really interesting time, and I think men are odd about the qualities that they look for in relationships. I think a lot of men are actually jumping into relationships, and they're not asking themselves, what is this woman giving me? What makes this woman special? What makes this worth? Because being in a relationship, there's a lot of giving.
I want to hear this.
And as the
I wanna hear
man,
this.
you give a lot. You're supposed to be the breadwinner. You know, you got to give structure to these kids. You just got to give a lot. And a lot of men, the only thing they're really getting back out of their relationships, if they're being honest, is consistent pussy. And the thing about dating single women is really you have to be able to gauge your value as a man to decide the quality of partner that you should be paired up with. That's how dating works. You're supposed to date across. So if you're like a 50-year-old man, you're kind of bummy, you really ain't got nothing going for you. Well, you are a low value man, so you should be paired up with a low value woman.
God, easy.
If you are a man in your prime and you got a career going and you got a lot going for you, to pair yourself up with a low value woman, and yes, every single mother in the world, as soon as that baby comes out, she is instantly a low value woman.
Why?
Because dating that woman, dating that woman comes along with more baggage than you would ever than what's typical for a woman. Because not only are you now dating that woman, you don't have to develop a relationship with one person. You now have to develop a relationship with children. And you also are opening yourself up to a very big risk that a lot of people don't think about, is what happens if you break up with that woman and you've established your role as a father with a kid, and now you're stripped away from essentially your kid. Very, very painful experience for a man. So a woman with a kid is by definition a lower value and a more of a risk than a normal woman. So I would say gauge your value. And if you are a high value man, you have no business, not only with a single mother, I would say even dating a woman over 30. you're making a mistake because you're better off seeking a person that's that's across
I'm
from
gonna
you
let all of you
rather than
talk, and
under
then
you.
I'll talk afterwards because I have quite a long-winded thing to say.
All right. Can I catch the ride on this one? Because I want to address what we're talking about is a 22-year-old individual. And I think that at 22, you are not mentally, emotionally, or financially stable enough to be there for a woman as well as 3 developed children. You feel me? Like, even at 22, having one kid with one woman, you are still pushing bounds on being able to be there supportively for a child and your household. Like, honestly, as the breadwinner, right? You can give them your time, but you cannot get money while giving them your time. But if you go out and get money, you have to spend your time getting money. Therefore, you can't spend time being there for said family. So the relationship you build with the child compared to what the mother builds with the child is solely different. You step into pre-established children that have already got emotional bond with mother, no emotional bond with you. There's a gap there that I don't think that you're going to reach being under emotionally developed to be able to bridge that gap. You're not financially able to take them and spend time with them and do things or have enough free time because you're spending a majority of your time either school or work to deal with something of that nature. Is just, it's impossible to deal with at that age is what I've said. It's just not, it's not
Okay,
feasible.
I wouldn't say impossible because if you say courting, then you know, and let's say if you're at 22, you also probably don't have a lot of bills, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
time wise, and no, but I don't. And when I say this is more devil's advocate because I basically agree with the maturity because, like I said, even looking back, like it really wasn't no issue for me back then. But I could definitely say that I really wasn't like in a mental prepping mode of like what do I need to become for these kids type shit. You know what I'm saying? At the originally as far as before I had my own. You know what I mean? Because at that point I was just kind of like I was just dating, but I was just I just wasn't all the way in it. You know what I'm saying like that. But I mean I feel like you can do it if you have that presence of mind, but just the odds of you having that presence of mind or being at that point in your life at that age is just typically low. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't pursue that interest, but like those are all like I don't know if it was Toddy or whoever earlier that was saying as far as like breaking up and then like having a split time like that all of that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then of course, like I said, I mean even to the point where I still go me and hers still do one-on-one shit. You know what I'm saying? So like we gonna do that regardless because that's just some shit I had already established. You know what I'm saying? But there is that like mental battle or that mental like thing of like, okay, like I guess this is how I'm still supposed to move, even though me and her mom or me or whatever ain't at the same point. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I think those are all things that you really got to be like, okay, is that some shit I really want to go through? You know what I'm saying? If in the worst case scenario. Now, if you talk to this chick for however long and you decide, hey, I'm in full time, like whatever, like cool, it is what it is. I would just say don't go having no kids with or nothing like that to you like are like basically married or locked out in the game. But even then, that's just
absolutely
you got like there's a whole lot of chicks that got a lot less going on. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not as big as a commitment.
Yeah, one is a lot because like, and that's just me from saying from like the responsibility of one. You know what I'm saying? One growing motherfucker is a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you're seeing a human grow, bro, that shit is like different. You know what I mean? Like, and then of course those needs begin to change as well. So I can't imagine keeping up with 3 of them. Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, East Blue Drew in the chat. As you see, saying why niggas so focused on what another nigga fucking. That's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is we're going through scenarios.
Virgo, you cannot talk to teenagers in the chat, man. They have
these
no
niggas
sense
don't
of logic.
understand. They don't get it.
You can tell when chat niggas are teenagers by how they talk.
Yeah, but
like,
we also have a lot of older people that feel in this chat that feel a bit of, and discussion is Hey, East Blue.
It was very controversial.
Hey, East Blue just made a good point. He's in discussions and disagreeing though. there is. You know what? I'll give you that, East Blue Drew. But what I'm explaining to you is that we're not saying that we're not watching what another nigga is sticking his dick in. What we're talking about is different scenarios as to
Right, it's what you
how
have to
we're
deal
feeling
with
about
on the
things.
back end of like
Literally.
you fucking her or
And we're
whatever.
talking
That's
to
so
each other
weird.
to get everybody's perspective.
Yeah, we
And
more talking
honestly, a
about
part
a
of it,
deeper part than just fucking.
a part of being a man too. Sorry, I know I sound like a psychologist sometimes, but
As
a
you are.
part of life too is as you get older too, you impart the knowledge that you've accumulated on the younger generation to help them develop as well. So we're all nearing our 30s and shit. So we have, life experiences like Trent. He has his situation. I dated a baby mama when I was 21, and I mentioned this, and no one really touched on this. That when those relationships end, like when I broke things off. Well, when we broke things off when I was 21, it wasn't just that I broke up with that girl. I broke up with what was at that time my son and my daughter. And, as a step parent, you don't get visitation rights. You don't get to see them, you don't get to see how they're developing and stuff like that. And there's consequences to these things. So don't ever shame a man for trying to impart knowledge. Now, if he's a 20-year-old or 19-year-old and he's just arrogant as fuck, call that nigga out, step on him, he's a slug. But
Tell these niggas that he ain't call nigga slug in a minute.
but when it's niggas just trying to impart, what they've learned and shit like that, that's just part of manlyhood.
And you know what?
You'll learn in about 10 years.
Let me also touch on what just Steven just said. You also got to know who you fucking with because, like, I was blessed enough to be in a situation where I don't, like nobody wants to go to court, period, type shit. So like, that's not some shit I got to worry about. But I got niggas that have been fucked that are good fathers that have just they getting shit taken out their account directly and they was it wasn't that they was missing shit in total or anything, but child support is a motherfucker when it comes to like legal shit. And I'm not seeing motherfuckers go through it. So you really want to protect, like, there's other factors in protecting yourself. Because like I be telling people, I be like, sometimes I'm in the like the best worst case scenario because I still ain't got to deal with a lot of shit that other motherfuckers got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But like that's a roll of the dice, and it's not worth rolling that dice.
Hey, but I want to touch on another one because this happened to two individuals I know because these bitches were straight spiteful. Like I use that word in every context of the meaning because they got their kids to basically lie to the courts and say that the person did like touch them or something like that and like start a full investigation and shit just because the woman was spiteful about the whole way the people ended the relationship. So like there's some stuff you really got to be careful with when it comes to stepping into a relationship with a woman that's got kids, though. That I don't think people.
It's dangerous.
There's some dangerous stuff that you can be falsely accused of, and in this day and age, bro, there's no innocent until proven guilty, bro. Let some shit be like you falsely get charged by that shit on some social media, bro. It's over. Everybody know about that shit, and even if it come out that you didn't do it, it's already too late. Everybody think you did.
Most motherfuckers don't care. Yeah, at that point.
Yeah, and I want to touch on something I mentioned earlier. When it comes to low value women and low value men and all that kind of value shit. The thing is, the world isn't made of fucking marshmallows and shit. Like, there's a lot of unfairs. People are not equal, and this is you only got one life to live, so you need to make sure you do it right. And when it comes to women, like I mentioned earlier, you really got to ask yourself what is this woman bringing to the relationship, especially now because a lot of women aren't bringing the comfort and the supportiveness, and they're not cleaning or cooking. They're not really bringing much to the relationship like they were before.
Let's really talk because honestly, you're fucking spitting right now, and I'm gonna tell you what. Because the same people are like, there will be gentlemen of upstanding niggas that I'll talk to women and say, hey, miss, I bring this and this. Good job. I put lotion on my body. I like to cleanse myself. Blah, blah, blah. I am a good nigga, right? And then he'd be like, hey, what are you bringing to the table, lady? She said, no, nigga, I am the table. Bitch, you got me fucked up.
You got me fucked up.
You got me
and
fucked
that's
up.
Why there's so many single-ass women, because the high-value men are looking for high-value women. And there's a really everything's kind of lopsided right now. There's a significant number of high value men and not a significant of high value women. And what I think is really, really sad is women are underestimating their youth, because the primary attraction quality for a man and a woman is their appearance.
Of
And
course.
say what you want, you can try to be a soft ass, pussy ass nigga and try to say, "Oh, I want a girl that holds me down." And give me a break, nigga. If she's not turning you on, then you as a straight man will not be attracted to her. This is just biology. This is psychology. And the fact
Physical.
is, once a woman hits 30, man, once a woman hits 30, it is downhill from there. Women get exponentially uglier by the year as soon as they hit 30. So how it's
Ooh.
supposed to
He's
work
saying some
is
harshness, man, but y'all better listen.
I wouldn't
how
say
it's
it all
supposed
depends
to
on how
work.
the female take care of herself, because I've seen some 40s and 50s.
Well,
I did,
that's when it
because
comes
when I was
back
a
to that
40-year-old,
question
it
of value.
was.
That depends on how much you value yourself as a man, because you will naturally be attracted
Damn.
to
Okay, we got
Well,
across
I
your
didn't.
line.
I never wanted to genuinely have children like that. That was not an aspiration and goal that I had, and I think that I did avoid it a little bit. And now that later in life, I kind of think it was a bad decision to operate in a way to avoid that type of family structure.
Mhm.
Okay,
Well, it could have been,
so
but
this is I'm not segueing too hard. It has to do with the topic. Ragnar has been resonating with you, Toddy, of what you've been talking about.
shout out to Reg.
So he wants to Venlindi Ragnar, but he wanted me to add this in if I didn't mind. So he said what I will say is maybe you can talk about men increasingly ditching college. Rates now have within a year skyrocketed. Discrepancy is now 60% women and 40% men of college students. Some professors at NYU's business school was on the news saying it's dangerous because we're creating a society of broke, pussyless men. He said nothing is more dangerous than that. Look at all these school shooters, etc. They're all broke, pussyless men.
I can speak with some experience on this because I just dropped out of my PhD program for psychology
I
myself.
didn't know you did.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, the climate around academia nowadays is an absolute joke.
It's suffering.
An absolute joke, and it started
suffering heavily.
It started back in the 70s when the Vietnam War was going on, and what you had was all the men would leave, and academia was then filled by women, and ever since then we haven't been able to recover. And the thing is, men and women operate completely differently. So when you have an influx of women, the institutions become increasingly more feminine. And we've gotten to a time now where it is so feminine that college itself is off-putting. Women are the, traditional caretakers and soothers, and all that kind of shit sounds kind of nice, like you might want to have it, but in a college environment for a man, it is unbearable. With these safe spaces, with these multicultural centers, with all this soft shit, it's uncomfortable to be a man in college right now, and I do think it's dangerous. I think the value of a degree is not what it used to be, but nevertheless, if we're going to have this dynamic shift where the breadwinners are no longer the man and the breadwinners are now the women, that's going to have, after effects on the whole culture in general, because women are not attracted to men that make less than them. And if we start having this dynamic where these women have no partners at all, like they're just not attracted to anybody because all the men are broke, then we're going to end up looking like Japan, where everybody's just jacking off and nobody's having kids.
And frequenting the panty machines.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. The birth rates are in decline in a lot of places, especially around here. And over there in China, they are pushing a big policy on men acting more masculine and a big role on expanding the family.
They be telling niggas not having babies around there, bro. They want them to have less babies.
Well, that's the thing, though, is you got to stop and think. They had the one-child policy for a really long time, right? And with the one-child policy, you could have one fucking child, and a lot of them chose men, and they ratioed the men a little hard over there to the women, and now they got to make up for that shit.
Ratioed the shit out the men. That's a fact.
I mean, maybe just maybe that's the reason they acting all hostile in all these places because they got enough people to expend. So that's just my thoughts on it.
No,
people when you get a whole bunch of that was the issue I think that popped off in Germany around World War II. You had a whole bunch of broke people, young broke men that was in the streets with nothing going on, didn't have no fucking future. They needed something to fucking blame for the cause of it. And you got some like really, really influential, charismatic individual to rally people that went completely insane with it, that was a monster from the beginning that nobody even knew, but was really good at like rallying people. Well, I think that you have types like that now on social media that are they're monsters in disguise, bro.
That was good. That was a good point. But I want to address Ricardo real quick in the chat.
What's up?
Ricardo, you're talking about the high value, low value system. Keep in mind, this isn't something I'm fabricating out of thin air. This has been a discussion in psychology for hundreds of years. We know that you can assign values, like a value, to a man or a woman. Value for a man is, first of all, appearances across the board. Women are attracted to attractive men. Women are attracted to attractive women. So that's up there. Your level of fitness dictates your value. The level of your income dictates your value. Your level of assertiveness, conscientiousness, confidence, humor, all these factors, there's a complicated formula, dictate how attractive women find you. And that's where the high value, low value. If women just look right through you and look right past you and you get turned down, you are probably a low value man. If women are fawning over you and fighting over you and you're able to have multiple breeding partners, then you're probably a high value man. You know, this isn't like, I don't know, you got to grow the fuck up, nigga, because life is not fair. Life is not fair at all. And, you know, this high value, low value system is not, and you see it. You see women every day. There's some that you like, and there's some that you look right through. Well, those fat ass girls that are walking around with hairy armpits and their septum pierced and green hair, those are low value women, and that's why you're not attracted to them. But those bomb ass, fine ass, you know, little hot things, those are high value women.
Toddy. So one thing that Ricardo just said, which I kind of vibe with, he said, "I'm not saying you just came up with it. I'm just saying value is in your head. My value for a woman is different than you," and he's fucking right.
Yeah, he is. So what? That doesn't change anything. That doesn't change the fact that there's high value.
He's not going to be statistics. I know that, but he is right, because everybody's own opinion to a woman and how they feel about them is definitely the same. Because
beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder.
Because honestly, from what you're saying, honestly, when me and my girlfriend got together, I was a low value nigga. I definitely was a low value nigga, but she saw potential in me, and I could be a high value nigga.
And potential is actually a characteristic that's classified as well. Women look for men with potential, especially younger women.
I became a high value nigga.
Hey, I want to say, I just want to say this. I have seen homeless motherfucking men that have women that stick by them while being fucking homeless till they got their shit back together, or like when they fell apart and became homeless, they stuck it out even after they became homeless.
Nigga, I was homeless.
Some women
4 months.
Bro, I've been homeless more like twice in my life, bro. The first time when I was about like 14, when I got like mushed out the house for selling dope to try and feed myself and put groceries in the fucking house. Yeah. And then the second time when I came back from overseas and they literally had no help for veterans and shit like that. And I was literally living out of my fucking car, bro. Like, you understand? Like, I went from living out of my car to having me a fucking 3-bedroom house in like 3 to 4 years, bro. Like, I hustled my ass off to get to where the fuck I need to be.
And I'm glad for you, bro. I really appreciate that. No bullshit.
My military brother. God damn.
I just wish that they gave me some fucking assistance. It wouldn't have fucking hurt so bad along the way. Let's just be real.
Of course, Playboy. I'm not.
Hey, but that's the thing I'm talking about. Like, I was like not financially or like physically in a place like where I need to be to, I guess, build a family or do those things like build a household. Like, I fooled around with chicks, but I never felt like I could commit and give them stuff like that. So I don't think I invested in relationships because I didn't value what I could provide as an individual, I think. And that made me feel like I couldn't do certain things, and I think that was a hindrance on my path. But that was like a societal thing. Like to me, society is like you establish a certain thing. You get to a certain point, and you have certain things before you try and build from that.
And you know what? And you know what got to be seen? And in that vein, you should not be told as a low value nigga. You should not.
Well,
you should not be told.
Well, I don't consider myself low value. I mean,
I'm saying
I got
you're not. No, I'm saying you're not. And that's why when I go back what I'm saying to Toddy as to what I'm saying, like that's why it's opinionated.
Mm-hmm.
You dig it?
Well, I can get what Toddy's talking about. Like, you don't invest if a woman
I get what Toddy's saying too. I'm not. Trust me. I'm
like physical attraction. Like he ain't wrong. Physical attraction plays a big fucking step in it. Like it don't matter how cool the chick is, no matter how cool y'all get along. Like that's your best friend. But the second the clothes come off, you can't get it up for it, bro. That ain't your chick. That's your best friend.
And keep in mind, there's outliers and there's stuff like nuance. And I hate even having conversations with people where you even have to mention that there's nuance because that means you're talking to a stupid person.
I know,
but there's nuance. Not everybody feels.
The only reason why you have to do it right now is because we're talking to a broad scope.
I'm not talking to you guys. I'm more talking to Ricardo.
I know. I'm saying that, but we're not talking. We're technically not talking to just ourselves.
Yeah, there's and when I say these things, when I list the hierarchy of attraction for men, it's not as if this is a one size fits all. You're going to have outliers of men that actually don't care about. Think about blind people. You think they're really worried what a bitch looks like? Come on. There's going to be outliers and these things shift, but generally speaking, the number one quality a man needs out of a woman to dictate her value is her appearance. And it's been that way since the dawn of humanity. So and that's just what it is. And it's a harsh truth, but it is the truth. And here's another harsh truth is that most people aren't high value anything and they will never be. And that's why you usually see people of a certain quality paired with other people of a certain quality. That's why it's not like only 20%, the top 20% of men and women are the only ones having kids.
That goes with a book I'm reading called Caste by I think her name is Isabel Wilkerson. And she talks about how you're born into a culture and society where you're at a certain level. It's like an invisible matrix, right? Basically, that you're stuck in, and where you're there, and you really can't join the hierarchy. And it's kind of like you can't really join that high valueness because that's what you were born into, type shit.
Yeah, and it's harsh, and life is hard. And I don't know. There's a lot of conversation about privilege and opportunity, and they like to focus on things like your skin color or your wealth class, but there's other things that dictate what kind of person you're going to come out to that nobody likes to talk about. First of all, if you're born with being raised in a single parent household, that will dictate your rate of success higher than any skin color would. Or any social class would, because you're going to come out with defects. You know, who's to say you don't have people have illnesses. People come out with hair lips. People come out with all kinds of like misconfigurations and shit like that. And life is fucking hard and life is unfair. And so when people are talking about privilege this and privilege that, I really wish they would shift the conversation from stupid shit like white and black and really focus on what really matters, like the family unit being intact or mental disorders. You can have a debilitating mental disorder that fucks you up. You know, these kinds of things.
Well, hold on, Scotty. I wanna address on that one because we do have a issue with access when it comes to certain areas of wealth and certain areas of how they invest in things. I think that we have a very standardized system, but at the same time, we don't have standardized investment. We don't have standardized vested interest, and we damn sure don't have a standardized way of interacting with the youth or like access to what the youth can do outside of that education system when it comes to certain areas. So I think that, yes, everybody's provided some of the same tools, but we're not at the place where we're all starting off at an equal footing, because if if you look at it, we have studies where they went to like a school in California. I can't remember the actual study it was, but they like said they did a test and they're like, these kids right here, they're the smartest kids in the school. They're special. These kids over here, the rest of them, they're pretty much idiots. Ain't nothing going to come out of it, right? Well, all the teachers, all the staff treated all the kids that they told had the great test scores with more interest, more investment. They spent more time with them. They worked with them. They treated them like they were high value individuals more than they did the other children, right? Mm-hmm. Well, all their scores came up. They did better. The only difference is that these people lied to the teachers and staff and told them that these kids were smart. None of these kids scored any different than any of the other children. The only thing that made these kids get better test scores was the fact that the people that were teaching these kids felt there was value to teaching these kids. And I feel like the education system doesn't value educating the kids anymore. It really doesn't.
I mean, that's a fine anecdote, but I don't think any kind of teaching is going to get someone with autism to be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I don't think any kind of teaching is going to cure a young black kid that's being raised by a single mother and he has 4 or 5 brothers and sisters. I don't think that's going to get him to, I mean, obviously there's advantages to having teachers teach you more, but if we're talking about the general disparity amongst Americans.
I wasn't talking about just the teachers. I'm talking about all the staff, all the people that were around them. They treated them. I know, but it's still an anecdote at the end of the day. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is, if we look at it, the treatment in the environment, like the kids feel like they're being churned out into a machine. They feel like if I go to college, it's just to make money for some bank to sell me a loan. They feel like they're going to be racked with a debt if they do. That's why college isn't like that. You have these teachers that feel like, well, because these kids aren't going to really do anything with themselves at higher education, there's no point in teaching them. You have the staff feeling like, well, the only hope they have is probably sports, and the ones that don't do well at sports, they're not even worth investing in. Like it comes down to the fact that people in America think that unless you're like striving to be some kind of celebrity or some kind of like I guess what you would call higher value individual, that you're not even worth investing in, and it then creates a society of people that are disinterested and disinvested, if you will.
Well, don't mix things up. The high value, low value is strictly to attraction across the genders. I'm not saying anybody is high value or low value based on the money that they make. There's a lot of qualities that go into individuals that many would argue are much more than money. What about intelligence or confidence or humor and all this?
Potential earlier, yeah, for sure.
So I can't gauge someone's value by their how much money they end up making in the long run. And there is disparity in teaching institutions and shit like that. But I think the mistake that people make is they put too much emphasis on the wrong things. They're never tackling the root of an issue. For instance, in the Black community, it's 100% the fact that over 80% of our children are raised by single mothers. Some of these, I feel like we're tackling the wrong issues. If we want to fix certain problems, we need to be tackling the right ones, but people are just looking at the wrong ones. They're looking at what's easiest. They're looking at, what's on the surface level, what's easiest to explain. And if you're not able to really peel back the layers of an onion and really look deep into an issue, then here's another harsh truth. You probably don't have the IQ to where you need to be worried about some of this shit at all. And this isn't an attack on you, Gottlieb, because I think you're actually very intelligent. But I'm saying in general, I think a lot of people that were never meant to be part of the intelligentsia are forming very, very hard stances on issues that they don't have the capacity to understand. Yes. When it comes to shit like racism or single motherhood or attraction, and the fact is 100, an IQ score of 100 is the even one. That's 50-50. Like 50% of Americans are less than that. And if you are walking around with an 83 IQ, get your dumb ass out the classroom, nigga. Like, you don't need to be sharing your opinion on shit. And I think with social media, one of the cons of social media is it's now given everybody a megaphone. to where people who would classically be shunned by their community because they're stupid, because you guys know what it's like to kick it with your homeboys and shit. You guys shut somebody up that's saying something dumb or doing something wrong. But social media gives a megaphone to people that were never intended to be leaders, never intended to be speakers, never intended to really share opinions on complex topics. And that's just the harsh truth. That's just the harsh truth. There's too many dumb niggas talking in 2021.
Oh God, I should stop talking. I'm just kidding.
Suck my huge black penis, nigga.
No, I said me, nigga. I wasn't even talking about you.
No,
I should stop talking. I wasn't even talking about you. Oh my God, Matt, why do you come
It would have
now?
been funny if you would have said me.
Why did Matt come now? Matt, we're about to end. You took forever.
Hey, somebody said the magic words, apparently. I'm just playing.
Yeah, we said dumb nigga. This nigga Matt pulled up in kind.
They came through the poll too.
On what?
They came through on all business.
All right, yo, listen, we got to get up out of here. I'm going to give Matt the floor for the last 3 minutes.
Good morning, niggas.
What up? Congrats on your Lil J theory too about him clearing the island away from the flower capital. I shouted you out the last review, by the way.
Wait, what?
You I remember you had a theory way months ago that Momo's feet was going to be to carry Onigashima.
Oh,
hey, because Matt just be talking, he don't remember them hoes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah. Everybody said that wasn't gonna happen because Momo didn't know how to. Because hey, chill out.
Hey, man, looking real oppy outside. Looking real choppy.
What are you talking
outside.
about?
Oh, I thought CLB sucked, nigga. Why you out here quoting the GOAT?
Shut up, Toddy. Stop it. Matt.
You about to end it?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, what? You just started.
I had an obligation that I need to fulfill.
You had an obligation. What obligation? Some cheeks?
No, nigga, no. No.
Hey, Virgo, blushing.
I'm too dark for you to see that anyway.
He said no, nigga, no.
So if it's not some cheeks...
Matt, shut up real quick.
Nah, if it's not some cheeks, then what is it?
Don't worry about it.
Well, you said clapping some cheeks. Virgo's only capable of tapping some cheeks.
Exactly.
So it was
nigga.
the word.
You saw that meme I had? Only one clap? Anyway.
So what is it then? What obligations do you have at 11:30?
Can you stop trying to segue from what I'm going to ask you?
What are you about to ask me, Virgo? I'm actually a little scared.
You look scared on your face. All right, Matt. Would you date a woman with 3 kids?
Absolutely not.
Why?
No.
Why?
The fuck?
Why?
Okay. So it's multiple levels that go into this.
I want to hear a very intellectual response.
And then okay, like I feel like there has to be more to this. How old am I?
Apparently the dude that Toddy was talking about was 22.
Bro, fuck no. Absolutely not. The fuck do I look like?
That's the right answer.
No. Okay. I don't even have to give you an intellectual answer. 22 and dating a woman with 3 kids?
Would you do it at 26?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck no.
You shouldn't do it until
you wouldn't do it at 26 either?
You shouldn't do it till you're ready.
Till you're 53.
You shouldn't do it at all.
53.
You shouldn't do it at all. Listen, and neither should a woman date a man with 3 kids. Okay, because then you gotta ask these like there's more things that you gotta ask, right? Okay, so does each kid have the same father? Odds of that are absolutely not. Okay. Then you have to ask, is the father active? So like, are you going to be taking up a stepdad role, or are you going to be taking up a full-time dad role? And then, are these kids girls? Are these kids boys?
Damn.
Nah, bro, that definitely plays a factor. Me, if I even thought about it, if it was 3 boys, no, I'm not doing that. No, absolutely, bro. Them niggas would give me hell.
Okay.
Them niggas would give me.
And Toddy,
hell.
I think you can ask Matt this. Go ahead, Trent. Go ahead.
This is the mess gonna get dumped.
And you got to ask yourself.
Three boys, and they get dumped. They get
You said they gonna jump your ass?
After 10 years, they're gonna fuck you up.
Oh God,
but you got to ask
your
yourself, if you're dating a woman with 3 kids, and you're being honest with yourself, what is she bringing to the table that offsets the negative of those 3 kids, that makes other women a worse option than her?
Well, wait. You can't say that, like, because she has 3 kids that it's a negative.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, yes, you can't. You can't say that. You can't say that.
That's not. News been waiting to say.
Hold on,
that's a negative in your checking account.
Hey, Virgo, to keep it a buck, I've been biting my tongue this
Hey,
whole
Big News, you've been the quietest nigga the whole stream. I'm surprised.
Listen, we go ahead, Big News. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got the king of black people here. Go ahead,
on some real shit, right? I'm not that. My dad took care of me, right? My mom is that mother she had 2 kids, and then she dated a guy with a kid. So then I'm the one with the good dad, and I see how this nigga living. My cousins ain't got no dad. I see how they rocking, and I see who taking care of them with their single moms. So I see how these kids turn out. Like, these niggas start doing wild shit. And then I see how my mom ain't this, like, me and her ain't got the best relationship. She wilding, right? So I see how it can turn out. But my stepmom is the complete opposite. She had a kid, and then she got with my dad. She's a single mom, and she 2 different lifestyles, right? So I got a bunch of different perspectives in this whole shit. I got the way the kids come out. I got the way the moms are treated. I got the way the guys are acting on both sides. My brother, we not blood related, but that's my brother. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I'm rocking with. I'm that the kids that Trip was talking about. Like, that's my brother when he picking up the kid, and that's not his kid.
The other kids type.
That's my brother, right? So when y'all saying all this, like, in every piece of this, I know somebody like that. So I can't just say that this person's a bad person and that niggas not gonna do this, right? It all depends on how they acting, how they rocking, what they got going on. It's people that I know, military-wise, that's high-ranking as fuck, that got 3 kids and single. And then they making more money than all of us.
Yeah.
And they 24, 25.
All right.
And those women are untouchable.
Real quick,
and that's crazy.
I mean, I agree with Toddy, but real quick, I gotta wrap it up. But I do want to hear the last thing, Matt. I'm sorry you haven't had a lot of time to be here.
I mean, I apologize. Fine, bro. I'm good.
I know.
What's up?
But Toddy, the last thing I want you to address with Matt was the whole low value women thing.
Okay, so I think a lot of men basically don't really, when they're going into these relationships, they're only looking for one thing, and that's consistent pussy. But that is a very young and youthful outlook on it. What you should be looking out of a partner is what they bring to the table, and that's value related. That's how much value the woman has. And what exactly did you want me to tell him, Virgo?
Oh, basically how you consider the low value woman, basically.
Okay, so there's a hierarchy of.
At the same time, you did.
There's a hierarchy of traits that men and women have that dictate how attractive we are to a person long term. Because in the short term, for a man, the looks are probably going to be all that matters. But I feel like not enough people are really asking themselves, what does this woman bring to the table besides her appearance? And then they get roped up into these relationships with truly low value women because they were only looking at that appearance. And when it comes to a woman with kids, having kids instantly lowers that woman's value. And they would need more high value traits to offset the burden of the man to take on that emotional and financial responsibility. I don't know if that's what you wanted me to explain. If you wanted me to explain the whole thing, that would take another 30 minutes.
Toddy, that was well explained, to be honest.
I mean, it sounds like some Kevin Samuel shit, but yeah.
This nigga right here.
What?
I assume that's a very smart nigga.
Because not every single mother is even struggling. Not every single mother is struggling to take care of.
It's not about struggling. It's the financial. It's the emotional. It's the emotional investment as well that goes into those kids. Because there's also a chance that things will not work out with that woman. And now instead of breaking up with just a woman, you're now breaking up with your son and your daughter.
Ragnar, I don't know about that, brother. Ragnar said, before I date a woman with kid, I need to interview the man that left her and the kid.
I honestly, I bet if a woman is a single mother, she
I don't know about that one.
She probably left the man.
I mean, more times than not, the woman leaves the man.
Yeah.
Rather than like think about it in here. Just let's go around in here. How many relationships have y'all ended?
Shit.
How many what?
One.
How many what? Have we?
How many relationships have y'all ended? Like you break the shit off with a woman.
Like,
exactly.
So when you say relationship, you mean girlfriend, boyfriend, or people you fuck with?
Girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
Like a
whatever
serious relationship.
Yeah, serious relationship. I mean, fucking isn't like that you ended. Like you said, I'm done with you.
One.
I got 0.
Most men are probably gonna be like below 5, and most women they're gonna be
10? Well, we have the statistics. We know that 80% of women initiate the divorce. 90% of college-educated women initiate the divorce. So the statistics are already backing up what he's saying.
Yeah, like it's almost like because okay, like I think like men, we get once we find our person, once we find somebody who we feel like okay, like this is somebody I want to be with, we get a little comfortable, and we kind of like lose or we stop doing some of the things that made us get them in the first place. And then women always want more, right? So like take my girl for example, okay? So whenever I first met my girl, she had never been to a steakhouse. She had never been to anything like that. Okay. So take her to a steakhouse, right? And you know, obviously setting and this is we're just talking about food right here. We're just talking about food. So at this point, we've been dating for like 2 years. So if like if I were to flip the script on her and go to and want to go to Wendy's, right? Yeah. Like
now
Wendy's is cool. No. Wendy's is cool. Wendy's is cool because like she know that I don't like I don't got it like that to be eating at steakhouses every night. But if we eat at Wendy's too much, then she's gonna be like, "Yo, nigga, what the fuck happened to the steakhouses? What happened to like?" So she and then
I get what you mean, man.
And yeah, she's gonna want more. And then it's like, okay, you take your girl to you know, y'all go out of town, y'all go to like a cabin or something, right? Then the next time, you know, bro, women operate under recency bias. That's all. That's what I'm gonna say. Women operate under recency bias. It's
and they update their expectations too.
Yeah, they update their expectations over and over and over. This nigga, you trash, bro. I'm not coming to no more of your streams.
Matt, I don't care.
Matt, you messed the best part.
Matt, I don't care. I love you, but I don't
care. You are kind of trash for you.
I'm sorry. Y'all have a wonderful night.
We love you, though.
Bro. You're not gonna do nothing important.
I want to thank everybody for like conversating with your boy. I had a good time tonight.
No, it's not why I'm leaving. I'm not leaving to go get drunk.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, appreciate your time, guys.
Hey, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming through the stream.
Or God to be seen. God to be seen. Virgo, what the fuck are you about to go?